Is your sciatica keeping you up all night and you just need to sleep? Well, you're in luck, because I'm going to share with you the tips and tricks that I share with my patients that will get you sleeping better tonight. Stay tuned. So the first thing that we're going to start off with is finding the right position to sleep, which is probably the most important thing. Just getting comfortable, being able to pass out, and taking the pressure off the back. So I'm going to start with the worst sleeping positions all the way to the best sleeping positions. So the worst would be sleeping on your stomach. This position right here is absolutely terrible, and I always tell my patients, whatever you do, break this habit. It's no good. The reason why is because it pulls right here on the low back downwards, so it's going to really mess with the curve of your back, causing irritation, inflammation, making the pain worse. Also, when you sleep on your stomach, your neck is twisted. So then not only are you going to have low back issues, but new issues of neck and upper back pain. It's no good. Whatever you do, break this habit. So the next position that most people actually sleep in, including myself, is more on the side. And I usually recommend that if you're a side sleeper, to find a really good pillow that will help support the neck. I like ones that keep the neck completely straight, kind of like this right here. If you're kind of going up like this, or it's sinking down, it's not offering the support you need, and it's not keeping the cervical spine in a neutral, straight position. So take a look at that and make sure that your pillow is giving you enough support. Next, what you'll want to do is put a small pillow in between the knees, kind of like this, and at that point it's going to keep the back into a little bit more of a neutral position also while you sleep. The best position that you're going to find, though, is sleeping directly on your back. And when you sleep directly on your back, you're going to want to place a pillow underneath your knees to keep them bent, kind of just like that. What this does is it takes the pull of the hamstrings, the back of the legs right here, off the back. It keeps the spine in a nice, straight, neutral position, and it just takes a lot of pressure off the back. Arguably, this is the best position that you can get in if you're having a lot of back pain just in general. So with these positions, experiment with them. Make sure that you're eliminating sleeping on your stomach if you're a stomach sleeper, and try to move the pillows around to where you feel that it's taking pressure off the back. And everybody's going to be a little bit different, so you might have to switch the pillows around a little bit, find one that might raise it or lower the legs a little bit to be able to find that spot that is just comfortable enough to be able to catch some sleep. And if you do find that those positions still do not agree with you, the next bet is to lie flat on the floor. There's a lot of people that find really good relief sleeping directly on the floor. Again, I would lay flat on your back, put a pillow underneath your knees, and see if that helps out. And here's a really solid tip. If you feel like your mattress is not giving enough support, and that's one of the reasons why your back pain or sciatica is increasing, try to put a piece of plywood in between the mattress and the box spring. It may aid in giving you more support, so it's not sagging as much, causing less issues while you sleep. So here's another important tip that I want to share with you, and it's when you have to get up finally. It's very important to keep the back straight and not to strain yourself further when you are getting up in the morning. So what you're going to want to do is, no matter what position that you're in, go to the side that you plan on getting up. And then facing that side, you're going to bend the knees just like this, and then drape them over the side of the bed. Let gravity take them. And what you're going to do next is then press up, just like this, keeping the back straight to the point where you're now upright. It's going to make it a lot less likely that you're going to strain the back, and at that point, it's easier to get up. So let's compare it to how most people get up in the morning, which is just kind of hinging up like this. That right there puts a ton of pressure onto the low back. If you have something like a disc herniation that is putting pressure onto a nerve, you just increase that and put more strain on the back, possibly re-aggravating the injury. Don't do it. And if you are feeling really tight and need to loosen up before getting up to make it easier, here are some really easy stretches that only take a minute that you might find gives you that extra oomph to be able to get up in the morning. So the first one we're going to do, I always call this the gold standard of low back stretches, is knee to the chest. So just kind of like the name implies, bending them, bringing them up towards the chest just like that. I like to hold this one for about 10 to 15 seconds, kind of release it a little bit, and do it upwards to 5 times. It just gets it a lot more loose, so you'll be more limber to be able to move. The next one is just putting the feet flat, knees together, and then taking them from side to side. Try to keep the bottom as flat as possible while you do this. I like to hold this one for about 2 to 3 seconds before going back up to the middle to the other side. Try to do them about 10 times on each side. They will make you a lot more loose, so you're able to get up a lot easier in the morning. So some other tips that you can do, definitely try to stretch before going to bed. That way you won't wake up as much because your back is aching. Being able to take that tension and pressure off the nerves before you go to bed generally will help you. And you can do those ones that I just showed you earlier too. They work perfectly. Also, I would combine heat with those stretches. So do the stretches first and then combine heat afterwards. 10 to 15 minutes over the spot that feels very tight in the low back is all you need. Anything that mimics a hot shower is the route that you want to go. In fact, if you want to take a warm bath or even a hot shower before going to bed, that will work too. The heat will reduce a lot of muscle tightness, so you'll have a lot less aches and pains, and you'll have more flexibility in the back also. And another note, most lower back injuries tend to resolve on their own and are very short-lived, usually less than 2 weeks in duration. If you feel that your sciatica pain is unrelenting, it's so severe that it's causing disability, it's time to get it looked at. Pick up the phone, call your local chiropractor or doctor, and get it looked at. When in doubt, always get it checked out. So I really hope that this video helped you out, and if it did, please support our channel by giving us a like and maybe a subscription also. We'd really like to be able to share with you new videos in the future that could end up helping you out, especially with sciatica pain relief. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.